Alp Arslan, the Seljuk Sultan, surveys his vast empire with a steely gaze. His name is whispered in awe and fear throughout the lands. His ambition burns bright, a desire to expand the Seljuk Empire. The Byzantine Empire, weakened, becomes a tempting target. Internal strife and corruption plague the once mighty Byzantines. Alp Arslan gathers his forces, a diverse army of skilled warriors, horsemen from the steppes, united by loyalty and the promise of conquest. The air crackles with anticipation as they prepare for war. Their sights are set on Anatolia, a land of rich resources. Anatolia, a strategic jewel, ripe for the taking. Alp Arslan's vision extends beyond mere territorial gain. He seeks to reshape the political landscape of the region. A map of Anatolia is spread out on a table before him. He traces the borders with a calloused finger, planning his strategy. Messengers arrive daily, bringing news of Byzantine weakness. Alp Arslan listens intently, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. He raises his hand, silencing the room, his voice booming. Prepare for war. Anatolia will be ours. The Sultan's words ignite a fire in the hearts of his soldiers. Swords are sharpened, armor is polished, horses are readied. The army marches towards the Byzantine frontier, a sea of banners. Alp Arslan rides at the head, a figure of strength and determination. Scouts report back on Byzantine troop movements and fortifications. Alp Arslan studies the reports, devising his battle plan. He seeks to exploit the weaknesses in the Byzantine defenses. A Byzantine spy is captured, revealing crucial information. Alp Arslan interrogates the spy, extracting every last detail. He uses this knowledge to his advantage, outmaneuvering the enemy. The Seljuk army crosses the border into Anatolia. Villages are captured, cities are besieged, resistance is crushed. The Byzantine governors plead for reinforcements from Constantinople. But the emperor is preoccupied with internal power struggles. Alp Arslan's advance continues, unstoppable and relentless. He sends emissaries to negotiate with local Turkish tribes. He seeks to unite them under his banner, bolstering his forces. Many tribes join him, eager to share in the spoils of war. The Seljuk army grows stronger, its momentum building. Alp Arslan addresses his troops, inspiring them to fight bravely. Victory is within our grasp. Anatolia awaits. The soldiers roar their approval, their spirits soaring high. They march towards Manzikert, the site of the impending battle. The Byzantine army, led by Emperor Romanos IV, awaits. Both sides prepare for a clash that will determine the fate of Anatolia. Alp Arslan surveys the battlefield, assessing the terrain. He positions his troops strategically, anticipating the Byzantine attack. He knows that victory will require cunning and courage. The sun rises on the day of the battle, casting long shadows. The two armies face each other, a tense silence hanging in the air. Alp Arslan raises his sword, signaling the start of the battle. The Seljuk army charges forward, a wave of horsemen and steel. The Byzantine lines brace for the impact, shields raised high. Arrows fly through the air, finding their targets with deadly accuracy. The battle begins, a chaotic melee of clashing swords and desperate cries. Alp Arslan leads the charge, his presence inspiring his troops. He cuts down Byzantine soldiers with swift, decisive blows. The Seljuk army pushes forward, gaining ground against the enemy. The Byzantine lines begin to waver, their morale faltering. Alp Arslan senses victory, his determination growing stronger. He urges his troops onward, promising them glory and riches. The Seljuk army surges forward, overwhelming the Byzantine defenses. Alp Arslan surveys his assembled army, a sea of faces eager for battle. The Byzantine Empire's borders loom, a tempting prize ripe for the taking. Emperor Romanos IV, arrogant and confident, marches at the head of his troops. Byzantine banners flutter in the wind, a symbol of their fading glory. The two armies meet on the plains of Manzikert, a clash of titans. Dust rises as the Seljuk cavalry charges, a wave of horsemen crashing forward. Byzantine infantry brace for impact, shields locked, spears raised. Arrows rain down from the Seljuk archers, finding their mark with deadly accuracy. The battle lines collide, a chaotic melee of steel and fury. Swords clash, shields splinter, and men fall on both sides. Alp Arslan, a figure of strength, commands his forces from the high ground. His tactical brilliance begins to unravel the Byzantine battle plan. Emperor Romanos IV, caught off guard, struggles to maintain control. The Seljuk horse archers harass the Byzantine flanks, disrupting their formation. Byzantine soldiers begin to falter, their morale shaken by the relentless assault. A gap opens in the Byzantine lines, a fatal weakness exploited by the Seljuks. Alp Arslan orders a concentrated attack, pushing through the breach. The Byzantine army starts to crumble, their defense collapsing under pressure. Emperor Romanos IV fights valiantly, but his efforts are in vain. He is surrounded by Seljuk warriors, his fate sealed. The battle turns into a rout, Byzantine soldiers fleeing in disarray. Alp Arslan watches as the Byzantine army scatters, victory within his grasp. Emperor Romanos IV is captured, brought before Alp Arslan in chains. The Seljuk soldiers cheer, celebrating their triumph over the once mighty Byzantines. Alp Arslan addresses his victorious army, praising their courage and loyalty. The spoils of war are gathered, a testament to the Seljuks' dominance. The captured Emperor Romanos IV awaits his fate, humbled and defeated. Alp Arslan contemplates the implications of his victory. A new era dawns. The news of Manzikert spreads like wildfire, shaking the foundations of Byzantium. The Byzantine Empire reels from the catastrophic loss, its future uncertain. Alp Arslan's victory opens the gates of Anatolia, a land ripe for conquest. Seljuk warriors prepare to march into Anatolia, claiming it as their own. The Byzantine defenses are weakened, unable to resist the Seljuk advance. Anatolia beckons, a new frontier for the Seljuk Empire. The Seljuk Sultan smiles, knowing that the region will soon be his. Alp Arslan's strategic genius secured a pivotal win. The Byzantine defeat was absolute and devastating. The Seljuk warriors celebrate their hard-won victory. The captured emperor is a symbol of Byzantine weakness. Alp Arslan plans his next move with careful calculation. The path to Anatolia is now wide open. The Seljuk Empire's influence expands dramatically. Byzantium's power wanes after the crushing defeat. The Battle of Manzikert will be remembered forever. Alp Arslan's name is etched in history. The Seljuk Sultan stands tall, a conqueror of renown. The future of Anatolia is about to be rewritten. The Seljuk warriors prepare to settle in their new land. The Byzantine Empire mourns its losses. Alp Arslan's legacy is secure. The victory at Manzikert was a turning point. The Seljuk Empire's rise to power continues. The Byzantine Empire's decline accelerates. Alp Arslan's ambition knows no bounds. The Seljuk Sultan's vision is now a reality. The echoes of Manzikert will resonate for centuries. Alp Arslan's triumph reshaped the region. The Seljuk Empire's golden age begins. The Byzantine Empire faces an uncertain future. Alp Arslan's name is synonymous with victory. The dust settles on Manzikert. The Seljuk banners wave victoriously. Captured Emperor Romanos IV is brought before Alp Arslan. Alp Arslan, magnanimous in victory, treats Romanos with respect. A treaty is forged, but the damage to Byzantium is irreversible. News of the defeat spreads like wildfire, sowing chaos in Constantinople. The Byzantine Empire reels, its defenses weakened, its morale shattered. Alp Arslan's victory opens the floodgates to Anatolia. Seljuk warriors and families begin to pour into the fertile lands. Turkish tribes establish settlements, marking the beginning of a new era. Mosques rise alongside ancient Roman ruins, a fusion of cultures. Nomadic traditions blend with the settled life of Anatolian farmers. Alp Arslan oversees the expansion, ensuring stability and order. He establishes a network of governors to administer the newly acquired territories. Trade routes flourish, connecting east and west through Seljuk Anatolia. Scholars and artists find patronage in the Sultan's court. Islamic learning centers are established, attracting students from afar. Sufi mystics spread their teachings, influencing the spiritual landscape. The Seljuk Sultanate of Rum begins to take shape. Alp Arslan's vision of a Turkish Anatolia becomes a reality. Byzantine resistance flickers, but is ultimately subdued. The local Greek population gradually integrates into Seljuk society. Some convert to Islam, while others retain their Christian faith. A complex tapestry of cultures and religions emerges. Alp Arslan, the architect of this transformation, returns to his eastern campaigns. He leaves behind a legacy that will endure for centuries. The Seljuk Empire continues to expand under his successors. But Anatolia remains the jewel in their crown. The Battle of Manzikert becomes a pivotal moment in history. It marks the beginning of Turkish dominance in Anatolia. The Byzantine Empire never fully recovers from the blow. The Seljuk Sultanate of Rum flourishes, becoming a major power. Centuries later, the Ottoman Empire will rise from its ashes. Alp Arslan's name is etched in the annals of history. He is remembered as a brilliant strategist and a visionary leader. His victory at Manzikert changed the course of Anatolian history forever. The echoes of his triumph still resonate today. Anatolia, a land transformed by the Seljuk conquest. A new homeland for the Turkish people. A bridge between East and West. A testament to Alp Arslan's enduring legacy. The sun sets over the Anatolian plains. Mosques and minarets dot the landscape. The call to prayer echoes through the valleys. A new era has dawned in Anatolia. Alp Arslan's dream has become a reality. The Seljuk Sultanate thrives. Turkish culture flourishes. Islamic traditions take root. The land prospers under Seljuk rule. The people find peace and stability. Alp Arslan's name is spoken with reverence. His victory at Manzikert is celebrated. His legacy endures through the ages. Anatolia remembers its Seljuk dawn. The land is forever changed. A new chapter in history begins. Alp Arslan's vision lives on. The Seljuk Sultanate stands strong. Anatolia, a land of promise. The legacy of Manzikert continues.